To a sea lion attack off the Ventura County coast, a surfer taken to the hospital after getting bit.
And officials say they think they know what's behind the problem. KCAL News reporter Laurie Perez live in Oxnard, where sick animals have been washing up on the beach. Laurie?
That is sadly very true. Now, an expert here in Ventura County told us they hardly ever get sea lion bites. The one reported yesterday is the first one this year, and unfortunately, he says it's a sign of how many animals are getting sick. It's happening from all the way up here in Ventura County down to Orange County. RJ Lamandola posted this smiling picture from a hospital bed, but on Facebook he shared a terrifying tale of being attacked and stalked, he says, bitten and dragged by a clearly sick sea lion while he was surfing off the Oxnard coast on Friday. He directed us here to where it happened, and it took us no time to find carcasses on the beach. Marine life experts near the Channel Islands say they are getting nearly 150 calls a day about sick, dying, or dead sea lions or dolphins. That's about 4 times as many calls as they usually get. Hundreds of animals are being poisoned by a massive toxic algae bloom that has grown in recent years. Down in San Pedro,
so the last week we've seen so many.
The same sad story of a severe mass stranding event. John Warner is with the Marine Mammal Care Center, which he says in just 3 months has already taken in 190 animals. Their annual budget is enough to care for 300.
This algae bloom produces a toxin called domoic acid, and it gets into the food chain. It's a neurological toxin, so it affects their brains. They'll present with seizures, either extreme lethargy or disorientation and aggressiveness, all because they're literally sort of out of their minds to some degree.
That's exactly what Kern Thompson says he saw a few weeks ago. His girlfriend took this video of a sea lion clearly disoriented on the shoreline.
Paintings, and then we looked in front of us and there's a seal that came up on the rocks. And he was like seizing out, you know, and then he died right in front of us. But I went up to the Channel Islands to I just went with a couple friends and we took kayaks out there on our boat, and we saw a bunch of dead seals all floating. There was a group of them.
Experts don't yet know for sure why the bloom seems to be getting bigger, staying longer, and coming back every year instead of every 4 to 7 years. If they can get to sick animals before they are seriously affected, they say they can flush the toxins out of their bodies. But the longer the bloom lasts and the longer the animals are feeding in the water, more will die.
And that's when they get weak. And dolphins in particular, you'll see them swimming in circles or hitting up against break walls and can't get out of it. Think of vertigo as a person when you stand up and just fall down.
Now, if you see a stranded animal, it might be tempting to try to help push it back into the water, but experts say do not approach. It could be very aggressive and you could get hurt. We are live in Oxnard. I'm Laurie Perez. Back to you.